Hello again, mountain bikers, and welcome to Old Man in Lycra, the new mountain bike channel for the more mature mountain biker. In this channel, I'm afraid you're not going to see any of this, or this, and hardly any of this. But what you will get is tips and advice from experts on all aspects of mountain biking. In this, only our second show, I've ran into a bit of a problem. Well, in fact, it's more of a dilemma. You see, it was always my intention to feature at least two of our experts in every show. But with only 5 minutes and so much fantastic content, that's going to be almost impossible. So, this week, we're going to speak to our bike fitter extraordinaire, Irma, and next week, we'll catch up with the Andrews. I cannot believe that I rode for over 3 years without a bike fit. It's certainly the most value for money that you're going to spend on your mountain biking. In this first session with Irma, I wanted to find out a little bit more about the mechanics of cycling.
Am I going to get stronger when I ride a bike? No, you're not. You're going to get saddle fit and you're going to get cycling fit, but muscularly you're not going to get any stronger because it's a counterintuitive process for the muscle to do. So from your hip to your foot and back, it's made to jump or walk or run or pivot. And that's exactly what the body wants to do. We're supposed to run after a buck and hunt it. That's what we were made to do, okay? So when you get on a bike, now your leg has to move in a circle and has got no clue what to do. So that's very stressful for the muscle groups, for the tendons, for the ligaments, and especially the joints. So if you want to cycle, we are only allowed to use 1/3 of your joint capacity and not force any watts of power through those tendons and through those ligaments, and definitely not through the joints. So you want to get the power and the watts from the muscle. You want to feel like, in simple terms, that the muscle is pushing and pulling like it would have done walking or running.
We also spoke about the myriad of styles and types of mountain bikes that are available on the market.
So the bike is designed to give you an experience of something. Choosing the type of style has to fit the style of your body limitations and then the terrain that you like to ride. So that's the next big thing. If 80% of your riding is marathon, Wine to Wales, but Wine to Wales has got a little bit of single track, but predominantly you pretty much sitting, pedaling long distances before you and doing climbing, but there's not a lot of like downhill technical. It's 20% of the ride, it's not 80% of the ride. Then why are you going to be on a downhill bike? You want to choose the bike that is going to be 80% of your riding.
And finally, Irma gave us some tips to help us straight away without even going for a bike fit.
We sit so low and we think that if we're seated on the saddle, that our feet should be able to touch the ground. No, it's not. So you should feel more like you extremely tippy toe and only on the one side. So if you can comfortably put your feet on the ground when you're still on the saddle, you're too low. Just lift it a tiny bit so that you can get the compression out the knee. Go to a bike shop or an expert like me where we can measure your bum bones so that you can at least try and choose a more comfortable saddle, because that is another big factor for people, is they're always very sore on their bums. And it doesn't have to be that way, it really doesn't have to be that way. So you can really change the saddle to something more comfortable. If this was your pedal at the top and your foot was at the top, you want to feel like you're starting your pedal stroke at the top, and this is where your push down starts going down. So you don't want to feel like you're only starting sort of over here, and that you've got like a hooking, like it hooks like that at the top. It should feel like it's fairly smooth and you're able to not have to try and jam your leg around to bring the pedal all the way around. Once the height is a little bit more better, it will feel like you're a little bit smoother, and then someone like me can just optimize it for you. If you know you're quite stiff and you're scared, try and lift up your handlebar, try and make it as high as possible so that you can at least see what's going on. Have your hands comfortable, sort of like in your PC position at your keyboard, and then try and loosen your pedals at the bottom. So each pedal has got like a plus and a minus on it, or literally on the pedal, and you can turn it to the minus, loosen the cleats completely so that you don't feel like you're stuck. You want to be stuck because that's a secure place, but you want to be able to get your foot loose as quick as possible.
Thanks, Irma. If you want to see more from that interview, and there is quite a lot to see, then why don't you head over to the playlist called Extra Stuff that's on this channel and check it out. And that's our second show. Next week, we're going to be visiting the Andrews again, and they're going to be talking about bike mechanics. So until then, cheers. Where's my wine?